Charity bestowed upon those who are worthy of it. It is like a good seed sown on a good soil, which yields an abundance of fruit.
But alms given to those who are yet under the tyrannical yoke of the passions, it is like a good seed deposited on a bad soil. The passions of the receiver of the alms choke, as it were, the growth of merits.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to present our special program. Yes, the English skit, the Christmas Carol, which will depict the expression of charity, love, and kindness for the poor people.
Marley was dead to begin with. There is no doubt whatsoever of that. The register of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it, and his name was considered good for any piece of business he chose to put his hand to. Marley was as dead as a doornail. Scrooge never painted out old Marley's name. The firm was known as Scrooge and Marley. Sometimes people new to the business called Scrooge and sometimes Marley. But he answered to both the names. It was all the same to him. It was bitterly cold and the fog was thick as a pea soup on that Christmas Eve of 1843, when Scrooge sat busy in his counting house, with his clerk nearby trying to warm himself at a candle.
A Merry Christmas, Uncle.
What?
I said, Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Bah humbug.
Christmas a humbug, Uncle? Surely you don't mean that?
Of course I mean it. What reason have you to be merry? You are poor enough.
Come, Uncle. What reason have you to be dismal? You are rich enough.
Bah, away with Merry Christmas. What's a Christmas to you but a time for paying bills without money? A time for finding yourself a year older but not an hour richer.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come and dine with us tomorrow.
I'll see myself in hell first.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I am sorry to find you so resolute.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year. And a Merry Christmas to you, Bob Cratchit.
A Merry Christmas to you, sir. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Marley is dead. In fact, he died 7 years ago at this very night.
Oh, I am quite sorry to hear it. But I have no doubt his generosity is well represented by his surviving partner. At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and needy.
Are there no prisons and workhouses for the poor?
I wish I could say they were not.
Those who are badly off must go there.
But many can't go there, and many would rather die.
Oh well, it will decrease the surplus population.
Oh, sir,
It is none of my business. Good afternoon, gentlemen. You will want all day tomorrow, I suppose?
if it's quite convenient and it's only once a year, sir.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have it. Be here all the earlier next morning.
Oh, yes, sir. I shall.
Oh, Scrooge was a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner to sure. He was solitary as an oyster. He carried his own low temperature with him everywhere he went. He sat beside the fireplace to take his gruel.
Screws! Screws!
Humbug! I won't believe it. Mercy! Dreadful apparition, mercy! Why do you trouble me?
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. You are fettered. Tell me why.
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link, yard by yard, and wore it of my own free will. I am here to warn you that you have yet a chance of escaping my fate.
You always were a good friend. Thank you.
You will be visited by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance you mentioned?
It is.
Oh well.
Remember to heed them, otherwise your chain will be heavier than mine.
Screws!
Ah. Are you the spirit whose coming I was told about?
I am.
Long past.
No, you're past. Rise and walk with me. These are merely shadows of the things that have been. They are not aware of us. The school is not quite deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still.
Poor boy. My mother died giving birth to my sister. My father grew morose and seems to begrudge us both ever after. I wish, but it's too late now.
Dear brother. Fan, little Fan, you have grown? I have come to bring you home, dear brother. Home? Little Fan? Yes, home, for good and all. Father is much kinder than he used to be.
Your sister was a frail creature and often ill, but she had a large heart.
So she had. You are right about that, spirit.
Your sister died a young woman, but she did have a child, as I recall.
Yes, his son, my nephew. His name is Fred Hollowell.
Your nephew Ebenezer, the only family you have left. Do you know this place?
Know it. This is where I was apprenticed.
Oh, Ebenezer, no more work tonight, my boy. It's Christmas Eve. Clear all this nonsense away. We must make room. Life is too short for all work and no play.
You are such a wonderful master, sir.
After all, what did he do? This Fezziwig spent a few pounds on party?
Mr. Fezziwig has the power to make us happy or unhappy. He can make our work pleasant or miserable, just in the way he looks at us and the way he addresses us. It's just that I would like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk.
Come, Ebenezer, my time grows short. Look.
Come here and know me better, man. I am the spirit of Christmas present.
She wasn't late last year?
Here I am, Mother.
Oh, Martha, how late you are.
We had a great deal of work to finish.
Well, never mind. You are home now. Sit down and warm yourself, dear.
But where is Martha?
Oh, here I am, Father.
And did little Tim behave himself in church?
Yes.
I had no idea Cratchit had a crippled son. I wonder why. Tell me, Spirit, will the boy live?
I see a vacant seat at this table, a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, that cannot be.
If he is likely to die, then let him die and decrease the surplus population.
You use my own words against me?
Yes, so that in future perhaps you will hold your tongue until you have discovered what the surplus population is and where it is. Who are you to decide who shall live and who shall die? It may be that in the sight of heaven you are more worthless and less fit to live than million like this poor man's child.
I take it that I am in the presence of Spirit of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me the shadows of the things that have not happened but will happen in the time before us. Is that not so, Spirit? Spirit, I fear you more than any spectre I have seen. Will you not speak to me?
No, I don't know anything about it. Either way, I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
Why? What was the matter with him? I thought he would never die.
God knows.
What has he done with his money?
I suppose he left with his company, perhaps.
Well, it's likely to be a cheap funeral.
This color hurts my eyes. They're better now. The candlelight makes them weak, and I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father when he comes home. Not for the world. It must be near his time.
Past it rather.
Yes, I have known him to walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder, very fast indeed.
And so have I.
But he was very light to carry, and his father loved him so that it was no trouble at all. Is that your father now?
I went by there today. That's why I'm late. I wish you could have been there. I promised him that I would walk there every Sunday to visit him, you see. I'm sure none of us will ever forget.
And I know as well, my dears, that when we remember how patient and mild he was, although he was a little child, we shall not quarrel among ourselves and forget our little Tim in doing it.
No, I won't, never.
Spirit, something tells me that the moment of our parting is at hand. I know it, but I don't know how. Tell me, the man who was spoken of, the man who died, tell me who he was. No, this can't be. Am I that man? Am I the man who died whom no one mourned? Spirit, hear me. I am not the man I was. I will not be the man I must have been but for your intervention. I will honor Christmas in my heart and will keep it all the year. I will remember the lessons of the past. I will live in the present. I will live forward the future. Wow, where am I? What day is this? It's morning, but what day? How long have I been with the spirits? I don't know. But I'm alive. I am alive. Yes, I am alive. Yes, I am alive. God saved me. I am alive. What is this?
Morning, sir.
Mr. Cratchit, you are late, sir.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by coming here at this time of day?
I am sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
I am not going to stand this for any longer. And therefore, I am going to double your salary. Yes, Bob Cratchit. Ha ha ha. I am going to double your salary, sir. A Merry Christmas to you.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as a man as the good old city knew.